You know, in our digital lives, we're following rules all the time. But are they the right rules? Today, we're going to dive into a huge tension right at the heart of our online world, the difference between what's legally allowed and what's ethically right. And trust me, getting this difference is absolutely key to figuring out where technology is headed next.
Just think about it for a second. How many times have you clicked I agree on a massive wall of text you've never even glanced at, or seen an ad that knows you so well it's kind of creepy? Well, for the company behind the screen, those things are probably perfectly legal, but do they feel right? That's the big question we're going to unpack today. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to nail down what legal and ethical even mean. Then we'll jump into two of the biggest battlegrounds out there, your data privacy and who actually owns digital ideas. After that, I'll give you a practical checklist for all those tricky gray areas, and then we'll look ahead at what's coming next on the ethical frontier. Okay, let's start with the absolute basics. You know, we throw around the words legal and ethical like they're the same thing, but they are not even close, especially when technology is moving at light speed and the lawmakers are still trying to figure out how to open a PDF.
Here's the breakdown. The law is the floor. It's the absolute bare minimum you have to do to avoid getting in trouble. But ethics? That's the ceiling. That's the higher standard we're all trying to reach, guided by what we believe is fair and honest and right. One is basically a rule book, the other is your compass.
This analogy makes it all click, right? Driving exactly the speed limit during a blizzard is totally legal, but it's a terrible, unethical idea because it puts everyone in danger. See, the law just can't cover every single situation. That's where our ethics have to kick in. And we see this exact same thing playing out online every single day. So let's get into our first big topic and see how this works in the real world. Let's talk about your personal data. Because this is where that gap between what's legal and what's ethical becomes a massive, massive canyon.
And when we say data, we're not just talking about your name and email. Oh no, we're talking your entire browsing history, your physical location right now, everything you buy, every single thing you like, and even the unique patterns of your face and fingerprints. And all of it is being collected and analyzed constantly. And look, it's no surprise that people are getting worried. A huge majority, we're talking 79% of us, are concerned about how companies are using all this info. It really feels like we've lost control of who we are online. So this is where it all comes together. When you click that I agree button, you are often giving a company legal permission to track you like crazy. But is it ethical for them to build a whole business on collecting every little crumb of your digital life? Especially when we all know most people have no idea what they're actually agreeing to. The law might say yes, but I bet your ethical compass is just screaming no. Okay, next up, another super tricky area, ownership. In a world of copy and paste, of endless memes and AI-generated art, what does it even mean to own a digital idea anymore? On paper, the legal side seems pretty straightforward. You make something, you get the copyright. Simple. And the law is really clear about things like piracy. That's illegal, period. And it has some exceptions, like fair use, which lets a YouTuber use a little movie clip in a review. But here's the thing. Most of what happens online leaves in this giant, murky, gray area right in the middle. This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Think about that viral meme that uses a screenshot from a TV show. Is that a brilliant piece of creative commentary, or is it just copyright infringement? Ethically, we might feel like remixing stuff like this is awesome and builds culture. But legally, it's on really shaky ground. Okay, so we've talked about some big, messy problems. So what can we actually do about it? How do we make better choices as we navigate all this? Well, let's make this practical. Let's create a tool you can actually use. Here it is, a simple 3-point checklist to use as your guide. Before you post or share or build something new, just run it through these questions. So for example, say you're about to share a funny but kind of embarrassing photo of a friend. Let's run the test. Transparency. Did you ask them first? The golden rule. Would you want that photo of you shared without permission? And finally, impact. Could this actually hurt their reputation or their feelings? See? This little checkup turns ethics from a big, fuzzy idea into a real, concrete action. All right, for our final section, let's look ahead. Because if you think technology is moving fast today, just wait. The ethical questions of tomorrow are only going to get way more complex and way more urgent. And it's pretty clear where our worries are focused right now. Public concern is already through the roof for stuff like artificial intelligence and biometric surveillance. We're worried about AI making biased decisions in hiring or constant surveillance being used to control people. And the hard truth is our laws are playing a game of catch-up that they are absolutely, positively losing.
And that brings us to the final and most important question of all. The pace of change is only getting faster. We are building a future that our legal system was never designed for. In that new world, the line between what's possible and what's right will have to be drawn, not by old, outdated laws, but by our own shared human ethics. The choices we're making right now are setting that foundation. So what are we going to choose to build?